Welcome back. Today, I want to talk about the deep reason that weight loss plans and diets, all or nothing routines, and new health habits changes may not work for you. It might not be what you're expecting. So let's get into it. Jump right in. My name is Reggie. I'm the founder of Fit for Freelance, where I build adaptive business leaders through compassionate health coaching. And I'm coming to you as something a little different, and I'm unscripted. I have some ideas of where I'm going to take you. But basically what I was doing, I was reading this book, Discourses of Rumi, just started like page 12. And I found some really shocking stuff, maybe interesting. This is the big thing. Words are pretext. It is the inner bond that draws one person to another, not words. And let me just read you a little bit of what I saw here. Words are pretext. It is the inner bond that draws one person to another, not words. If someone should see 100,000 miracles and divine blessings, still without an inner connection to that saint or prophet who was the source of those miracles, all these phenomena would come to nothing. It is the inward element that draws and moves us. And I think that speaks directly to something that happens a lot of times when people are trying to make health changes, is that they will pick something up off the shelf or based on something that they've seen online and try to adopt it, but it doesn't resonate with them. It doesn't match what they're trying to do with their life. And that can be a huge factor in your success and implementation of it. Another page here says, oh, I lost my spot. This is where the danger lies. It leads to fading respect for the true source. When you cultivate the interests of kings, that other interest, which is fundamental to the spiritual life, becomes a stranger to you. The more you proceed down the path of kings, the more that direction where the beloved dwells becomes lost. The more you make your peace with worldly people, the more the beloved turns away from you. Going in their direction renders you subject to their rule. And so what they're talking about here, what he's talking about is following kings, these influencers, the danger that arises from the fact when kings enter upon the scene and dispel the influence gains strength. So as people who you can follow online, they can really be captivating and have some kind of big, like motivational rah-rah sales pitch kind of thing. And you can get really into that. However, that doesn't necessarily help. And a lot of times people will jump in because they're doing things that don't match their own vision. So what I wanted to have here is a good teacher or coach lights your own path to discovery and doesn't prescribe. And that's something that a lot of people will get stuck doing. A couple of my clients mentioned this to me in the past week. It always comes up in the testimonials. I'll put a link in the description to one of those where it's like they were surprised at how it's not just the guilt-free game plan. My coaching method is not just one thing that you have to do strictly all the time. It actually is built on the vision that you have for yourself. And that's a big thing. So it's the essence of it and not just my description of what I think you should do, right? Think about your favorite teachers. They don't necessarily just bombard you with facts. You connect with what they're saying on a deeper level. They can communicate with you in a way that you understand. And similarly, when you have like your closest friends, right? They don't just give you a list of all the things that you like about them. You couldn't even do that really. You'd have to like sit and think about it. But you know when you're talking with someone that you agree with and you have a vibe with. And that's a big thing, having that compassion and connection. I wanted to kind of talk about that a little bit today, live and unscripted, because sometimes I do get caught up like, drilling down on facts and why you should be healthy and what it means, how it's going to support your life. But a lot of times it's all about you discovering your own process for yourself. And kind of with that, words describing the essence. You can never really use words to get to what you're describing. It's something I know a lot from freelance writing and poetry, studying the poems a lot. It's not about the words that make the change. It's about how the words create the effect. And this is another slide I have here. Diet, weight loss, exercise. These are all descriptions. And what you really want to look at is how you want these things to feel when you're doing them, right? If you have like stories around diets or like food plans, nutrition, anything like that, or weight loss, and you have this idea that is struggling, that's not the essence of what these things are. There are tons of people who have these things going for them, these health habits, and they enjoy doing it. So what we want to do is find ways to get closer to the feeling that you want for yourself. And so you have better connotations for these words, or you can get away from these words altogether, if that makes sense. Today is Dr. Maya Angelou's birthday, and this quote came up. So I read this book today, this discourse, and then her quote that I researched came up. I've learned that people will forget what you said, people forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. And that's another thing when it comes to words and connections and ideas and health habits, right? All those things come together in a big way. So one of the things that makes Fit for Freelance different, I could put a link to the video for that, is we're big on letting your health support your life, finding your vision for what you want when it comes to your health habits, eating, drinking, exercise, activity levels, how much you're sitting, all that. And we don't want to like add a burden to that. We just want to make it so the things that you are doing every day give you more energy to do the things that you love. And that's a big part of it, letting your health support your life. Because ultimately what I want, the vision for my clients, myself, my company, what does a healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams look like? And that's the big question that we really focus everything on when we're making this plan. We're looking at the vision, focus, and setting up a practice so you can think about what that looks like for you specifically, and not some cookie cutter plan that you just get online and you just have to keep up with it and it doesn't suit you, doesn't fit your life, and it sucks. So like imagine something that you do every day or most days or more often that gives you more energy, better focus, more clarity, helps you feel better about yourself, your body, builds confidence. Then you lose weight and then you feel better too while you're in this process. And then you can apply that process to other areas in your life and business. And that is kind of the essence of what I'm talking about, really. I'm trying to describe it. Let me know in the comments if this makes sense to you, because it's about how you want to feel, not the words that are in front of it. And you want to make sure you have a plan that fits your vision, so it works for you. And so that's kind of what I'm on these days, kind of discovering more about myself, my process, reading some Rumi, some brilliant stuff in here, and helping people connect more with the healthy, fulfilling life of your own dreams instead of following other people's visions or cookie cutter ideas. And another thing in this second discourse says, the thought without words drew you here, that the reality of me draws you without words and transports you to another place. What is so wonderful with words? Words are the shadow of reality, a mere branch of reality. So the shadow draws, how much more the reality? And that's a big question. I was talking about Instagram in my stories, so you can follow me. I got the @Fit for Freelance below. And I also have some links in the description if you want to join us in the free Facebook group. That's an opportunity for you as well. Get to know me a little bit, and maybe I can help support you on your path to freedom and fitness with Fit for Freelance. So let me know. This is a new structure, new idea, just kind of talking to the camera, giving you some of my advice, my ideas. And I hope this works for you. If it does, leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more of this thoughtful content, the deep reason people get stuck, because it's not really what they want for themselves. They're taking a prescription from someone else. And we want to get away from that, use compassion and realistic focus to give a process that works for you. Okay, that's it. That's all I have. As always, keep practicing. Peace.